everyone. Welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and a Monday edition of the Whatever Report. No cash or trash tonight. I was gone all weekend. I'll talk about that in a minute, where I was at and what was going on there. And yeah, so we got back late this afternoon, early this evening, I guess. And I decided, I ain't putting out the effort for cash or trash. So I just do a Whatever Report because plus I had some stuff. So yeah, so that's what's going on here. We have my man GT Key hanging out early, as was Burklar, as was Carlito. Hey, what is going on, sir? Oh, Burklar sold and didn't do very well. I'm sorry about that, sir. Sorry about that. Happy Wonder Woman Day 2024. I did not know today was Wonder Woman Day, but speak me 3 times. Okay. Well, it was Saturday, and hopefully there'll be another one Saturday, but last year should appreciate, we got a little Wonder Woman behind us. We'll get to that also a little bit. On Monday, whatever, and I was 2 minutes late. Yes, John, Christmas to you. So I ended up being 5 minutes late. So there you go. Where's Jimmy? It's like one thing. Where it's Budget Collecting and Psycho. Yeah, it's not hate when it's true. That's all I can say. We'll see. We haven't got to video. I don't do Reddit, so thankfully. One of the many social medias I avoid. Blue Collar Dan, what is going on? Circumstances, yeah, I did some Marcus tonight. He got the night off because I was too lazy to do cash or trash. That's really what it amounts to. Jamie. Look at that mustache. There you go. I knew this was gonna be here. I hadn't got there yet. So we'll sort of explain why we have the stash going. We'll see. Let's see what else is going on. Lasso's in the house. It is mustache season already. It is here. We'll get there. So I was on earlier. There you go, Carlito. So yeah, we are hanging out. Getting there. What does we got? Normally do what are we drinking? We're drinking water tonight. It's a Monday. I gotta work tomorrow. And honestly, I drank clean this weekend, so there you go. Actually, I was pretty well behaved, honestly. And I'm not doing this show again. You have a mustache. Well, that was easy. I had the mustache was always there. There was just more. So the mustache was actually, always there. It's just part of something larger normally. So we will get to the story behind the stash here in just a minute. Let's see what else we got. So we'll do coming up on the channel. I don't know. I have been so inconsistent lately with everything. Life has been life. I've been on the road for work. I've been on the road for personal. I've been on the road and I haven't been around much. So hopefully I should actually next couple of weeks be able to get back on a little bit of a more regular schedule for my videos and stuff. I should have an unboxing this week. I'm not sure what night that'll be. As I did pull the trigger on something, and you guys will see that later in the week, hopefully. And yeah, going to be Puck for Halloween. It was for Halloween. It was not to be Puck. So wait, your banner says whatever we're drinking, but you're not drinking. I know it's false advertising. This is true. Lately I have been, more than I've been on the road for a while. The last, August, I've been gone more than I've been home, it feels like, although that's not actually true. But gone a lot for me. But next few weeks I should be around, so we should be getting back on track. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But yeah, we should be an unboxing, and then we should hopefully over the weekend and stuff we'll get back to normal. Hopefully I'll get maybe get some indie shows scheduled, get some other stuff, and kind of just get back to my usual routine. Feel like we're not going to go any further. So what do we got? Next up would be what we picked up this week. So I feel like we're not going to go any further than we'll just get to the stash and where I was at, why you guys didn't get a show over the weekend. You don't watch the boxing. Well, then this won't be content for you, right? So I did. So I went up to visit my sister and my niece and nephew, and they do my sister does, she's a crazy person. You guys, I show you some of the photos and stuff. She does this huge Halloween. She's a Halloween person. She loves Halloween. She got all these decorations in the front yard, the backyard, and she throws a party. And hers is a kid-friendly party, so she invites almost all the kids from like my nephew Aiden's class and my niece's Kendall's class. There was like 40 to 50 kids there, plus their parents. Yeah, I know none of these people, but I went up, which I do most. Last year I didn't get to go, but the 3 of the 4 years she's done this, I've went, and basically I'm labor. I go up and help her build. Like literally, brother-in-law on the other side, and I built a maze for the kids that they have in the backyard. It's elaborate. It's a party and it's a good time. And a few of these parents I've gotten to know just because I've been there like 3 times at Halloween. So it's a blast, but it is a costume. You have to have a costume. So last year I didn't have a Halloween costume because I didn't go. What was it? 2 years ago 3 years ago I was Loki. 2 years ago I was Yoda. So yes, the stash was part of the costume. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because you will see it probably when I do this when I do this Saturday. That'll be the closest one of these. Because I don't think I'll do anything Halloween night. So I may do like a Halloween, and maybe we'll just throw it open. And if other people want to come on, maybe we'll do that. I might just see if other folks want to come on, costume up, just do a hangout. Maybe we'll do that Saturday, and do a Halloween hangout thing on Saturday. And you guys will see the costume. So the stash is staying. Well, she'll stay till it grows back out, but it'll stay as a stash at least for a week or so. So, yeah, sounds fun. It is fun. I hope boy watch anything. Marcus and Carlita going at it. You still got the jig video? I am not 100% sure what you're referring to, Darth. I'm not sure. But I will say, so for the costume, now they have multiple categories. So I'm not, I wasn't like the sole winner. There's multiple. My sister has costume contest, gives away awards. They upload photos and everybody goes and votes, like all the parents. And I did walk away with the most original costume. My sister even has little statues and trophies. So yeah. So I think I did good work. You guys will see it. So still got the jig video. I did Nightwing several years ago. None of these are correct. I'm just gonna say, not going to be. No, that is completely correct. Things JP is not going to be for Halloween. All of those you are completely correct. My bad. Super chat video. I'm still confused. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still confused. Awards rigged. I don't know any of those people. So I don't know how I rigged it, but hey. I think I just did a good job, Lasso. I don't appreciate your time. So that is why we're rocking shit. I don't know. I might keep it for a little while. We'll see. Probably not. I literally feel like as I look at the screen when I'm talking to you guys, feel like I'm looking at a photo of my father from 25, 30 years ago. Because yeah, we look way too much alike. And he rocked the stash all through my youth. When I was a kid, all the way up for a long time. Now he has the goatee also, like I do. But but when I think of him when he was this age, it was the stash, and I look way too much like it. It's kind of creepy. My sister doesn't like it because she laughs at this because of the costume, but she did not. Generally, she does not like me rocking the stash because she's like, it looks way too much like Dad. So you have to appreciate it one day. He's like, oh yes, yes, okay. I know. I am super slow, man. I apologize. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I am just like apparently. Um, Guess I Wonder Woman Day with Joel to the Geek Show. Nice. Maybe join you can. Promotion and there you go. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Okay, I'm just slow. I'm just, not a surprise here that JP is slow. So yeah, so you guys are a rare sight. I think I've only had the stash like one other time in my life, and that was for like a couple of days. So this is already the Saturday I did it. I shaved it down Saturday, and I trimmed off the goatee Saturday, and yeah, before the party, right before, because I didn't tell my sister what I was going to be, and then so yeah, the fact that I've had it for this is the longest, because before I just went on, and took it off when I shaved the rest of it, like after like 2 days, and started over. This time I'm gonna, at the very least, rock it until it grows back. This part grows back out and catches up. And I'll probably trim this up again a couple times this week, because I gotta keep it through when I do a little Halloween stream, probably Saturday. We'll probably do that Saturday. So, let's see what else. Yeah, so with that, we can get back to the regular scheduled whatever stuff that I do, which is like not even slightly scheduled or on any kind of agenda. So what do we pick up this week? We're going to start with, if you looked at the stream early on, it had one thumbnail, then later it had a different thumbnail, and we're going to explain that now. Like 2 weeks ago, when I was up in Columbia visiting my parents, I ran into town. I ran by a comic book shop I hadn't been in years. It was the one I went to all the time when I was in college. So all of like my original collection books pretty much came from that comic book shop. And I went in there, and a different guy runs it. And it was always like, there was an old guy who was grumpy that ran it, but it was always like super neat, orderly. Oh my gosh, it was a big stock. I mean, there were books everywhere, not organized. It was a mess. I was like shocked at how like books just stacked, and like it was just a mess. We will get there. We will get there. Like aggressively doesn't know what's happening with loves it. I like it. I like the way it comes in. I was not Ted Lasso. I don't have the pull off Ted Lasso. Although I could with the stash. I could have tried to rock this. I could have pulled out a wig and rocked the Ted Lasso, but that is not what I was. I have not started it yet, but apparently when I was at this party and talking to like some of the dads and stuff, and like getting to know some of those people up there that I may never see again in my life, several of them were like, yeah, you need to watch it. So he probably bounced to Discord. Yeah, he did. I don't rate enough to like keep Marcus around. Discord is, the hot place to be. So no. And even if you guys get it, you guys have not gotten it, but if you get it, I'm probably not going to tell you. So it's just, but yeah, you have not gotten it yet. All right. So, yeah. So anyway, my original thumbnail was like a 90s Catwoman thumbnail, because I went in there and I did happen to find a box that was actually somewhat organized, and it had some old defeated evil mirror, or maybe the evil mirror universe JP one. I don't know. One of the two. So I've been working on my 90s Catwoman run for a while. I'm down to like, what am I down to? I was down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, but most of those were like in the 80s, 90s. After the ballot was done, I have almost all the ballot ones. But I did pick up a few 90s Catwomans to try to work on completing my run. Issue 39 with a nice ballot cover, Catwoman Year 2, and issue 40. So the three ballot covers that I got out of that pile, and then issue 48 also ballot. So I got getting pretty close to having all the ballot issues. And then then I picked up some of the late ones they had. 85. That's a different cover artist. And 86. And 88. Which I don't ever remember her being in that weird costume. I don't remember that one. And 91. So, yeah. So, getting closer. So, I picked what? I had 22 left. And I picked, what, 7 of them off? Is that right? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I'm down to 15 to complete that run. So, feeling pretty good about that. Well, I was doing other stuff. I literally spent... On Saturday, I spent all day building a maze for children and then drinking at a party. So that was it. That's what I did on Saturday. So, and getting my butt kicked at bags. So there you go. Hey, Frog Brawler, what is happening, sir? Good morning to you, I guess. So, all right. So that was my pickup, like usual Midtown stuff. I did also have my Midtown books come in while I was gone this weekend. So Batman and Robin year 1, I got number 1. I was going to give this a shot. Still getting Catwoman out. There's a new author. Hopefully it's better. And we had to get the Frank Cho because Frank Cho draws women nice. So we had to get the Frank Cho. That's actually, that would be a good one, but that is not correct. But I like that choice. So I hadn't thought about that, but that would be that's a good one. The new Titans run, we'll see how long I stick with Titans. My guess is with Tom Taylor off Titans. John Layman, who I don't know, is a writer. We'll see. Maybe it's really good. We're gonna give it a couple issues of a try, but probably Titans is probably going to be on the chopping block unless it's just great. Because I'm stupid. Because I'm still getting all these High Republic books. I'm so far behind on reading High Republic. At some point, I'm going to catch up. At some point. But a bunch of High Republic books going into the High Republic pile that is getting to be ugly. So there's like 3 of those that came this time. Then I did get the Absolute Batman. Luckily, I pre-ordered, so I don't have to pay the 20 or whatever bucks it's going for on the secondary market. I have not read this yet. It's Scott Snyder, so I'm a little I don't like. I think that's right. Yes, 2019. I did. Mm-hmm. I believe. Yeah, January of 2019. Right? Yes. That's right. I had to think about it. Yeah, me confused because 17, 18. Yeah, it was 2019, January 2019. So I started doing content. So looking forward to reading this. And then the only 2 books, because these were here when I got here today, got home. I did read 2 books. And we're going to talk about them. I debated on which one. I changed my background because of those 2 books. Let's start. We're going to start with We'll Make Lasso Happy, and we will start here. So only 2 things I got to talk about. What am I reading? So I'm going to try to keep it. I realized it came out like last Wednesday, so not a huge amount of spoilers here. For most people who have had a chance that are reading and have a chance to read Making Lasso. Okay, so we're not going to talk about Wonder Woman then. We're just going to skip it. So I am not a Lasso level Wonder Woman fan, but I've always been a fan of the character in some of the different medias and stuff over the years. I haven't read a ton of the older comics. I've been trying to fix a little bit of that. But I've always been a big fan of Diana and the character. I have never been a Steve Trevor fan. I never liked the concept of the idea that her soulmate and the man she was meant to be with just happened to be the first man she ever saw. I thought it was dumb that she fell in love with the first man she ever met. Didn't like it. And I'll be honest, most of the time he's been written over the years, I he was written as a guy who didn't deserve this lady in any way, shape, or form. And I realized they've been apart, they've been together. It's the comics, and there's 80 years of history at this point. So all of that was standing. Not a big fan of Steve Trevor as a character. It was the D. I mean, but she's met a lot of guys since. She could have found a better one. I also know that there's a lot of people that are not huge Tom King fans overall. I think then he hit or miss. There's people that just hated the end of his Batman run, that hated Heroes in Crisis, and some of his other stuff. People just hate it. Generally speaking, I like King more than most. I love Mr. Miracle. I liked a lot of the early, for up to the wedding of the Batman run was great. After the wedding sucked. This run on Wonder Woman has been freaking fantastic. And he did what, if you'd asked me, would have been the impossible, is he made me care about Steve Trevor in this book. We now have the origin of Trinity. And it makes me didn't have any buy-in to Trinity as a character. It actually makes me kind of like the character. This book is effing fantastic. Yeah. I don't have the words for how good this is. This is if you ignore the Absolute Power tie-in 3 issues, so there's 11 issues of Tom King's Wonder Woman run. If you ignore 11, 12, 13, the first 10 plus this issue is as good as anything I've read, period, in the last decade in terms of a comic. And I realize I've read some older stuff that's really good, but I don't know that I've read anything better than this. He nails Diana in terms of the hope, the love, and the fact that she kind of is there for everyone else, but doesn't necessarily want that for her. I just think he has it. He just does such a fantastic job with this book. If you are not reading this, I can't give good grief. As a writer, it's just so poignant. It's so well done. It made me care. I mean, the fact that it made me care about the relationship between Steve and Diana, I would have bet money you couldn't have done. It's fantastic, and I can't give it a higher recommend. The moment it comes out in a hardcover, I'm getting it. It is one of the best things I've read. It just is. Choice of words. Phrasing. It's phrasing. Yes. Evil Mirror Universe JP. Yeah, that's me. So I actually think. Oh, I didn't even know there was a Trinity variant for the issue. I may have to track that down. The whole run has been great. This issue is fabulous. It just is. And so hence, we had to put a little Wonder Woman in our background. Of course, Frisian, and one of my favorite Frisian Wonder Woman covers. So that's why, we got that in the background. The other book that I got and read, I did get 2 covers of. You guys know that I am a sucker for Nightwing, so I had to get the A cover and because it's the last Bruno Redondo, Tom Taylor Nightwing issue. They took over on, 78? Yeah, 78 and went to 118, so 88, 98. Wait. So 40 issue run, 41 issues, I guess, technically, run on Nightwing. Hashtag whatever. It is not I can say like the 40 issues as a whole, it a little bit there toward the last third. Some of the Titan stuff, some of the stuff with the pirate stuff, was a little bit not quite up to the standard of the whole run for me. I mean, basically from 78 to 100 was freaking fabulous. From 100 to like 112, and then this last story arc has been great. I will say the end of the Heartless thing was a little bit anticlimactic, not terribly so, but a little bit. But overall, probably my new favorite Nightwing run of all time. I'm so sad to see them leaving the book. I talked about it with the Taylor nails Wonder Woman or the Tom King. Tom Taylor gets Nightwing, gets Dick Grayson better than any writer that's been around forever. And what I think it was funny because so I was at the up there this weekend, and my nephew is, I think he's 11. Did he just turn 11? 10, 11? Now I'm going to be like, oh, I think he's 11. And him and his best buddy were there, and then after the party, his best friend stayed over, and they were talking. They were up Sunday morning, and I was talking to them or whatever, and Aiden told him that I had a comic book channel, so he was asking me all kinds of questions about comics, and he was like, "Why is Nightwing's your favorite character? Why Nightwing?" And I had to think about it. I was like, "Oh, why is it?" And part of it was timing and everything else, but I always Nightwing always resonated with me. And I think a lot of it's because he's everything I love about Batman and everything I love about Spider-Man, I feel like, in one character. And I feel like he peels the best of both of those characters. I always love that he is kind of like Diana, kind of like Wonder Woman is. He's a character of hope despite all of it. And overall, he's a very positive, he's the positive Robin. He's the positive Bat character, the one that kept Bruce in the light. He brings, and I don't know, there's just something about him that's always resonated with me. And this story arc, these 41 issues, Tom Taylor's Nightwing, is all of that for me. And I love the fact that the way they use Babs. I love the introduction of Haley, of the sister. Heartless was a great villain. Yeah, it was a fantastic run. It's probably my favorite Nightwing run of all time. It just is. Burkhardt, that is how you get banned from my channel. I'm not gonna put that on the screen. That comment, I don't ban people unless they're putting porn bots and crap up there and that kind of stuff. That's close to getting the ban. Just for the reason. So yeah, I read 2 freaking fantastic issues today. 2 of the best comics I've read in a long time. Super happy with how Nightwing wrapped up. Super happy with this Wonder Woman story arc. Can't wait for more of that. More Tom King on Wonder Woman. I hope he doesn't overstay the story he wants to tell. I feel like that's what happened with Batman, as he was just on the book too long. Take it back. Can't believe you put that bad juju in the world. But yeah, so there we go. So that's what we read today. I need to be reading some other stuff. I haven't read as much as I should, but so with that, what are we watching? Did we watch anything? I don't remember when the last time we did one of these. It's been 2 weeks, I think. What have I been watching, really? I haven't really started much. I've still been working on Legend of Vox Machina. There's season 3, but I'm not caught up on that. Yeah, I haven't really been watching a lot of I watched a lot of the baseball playoffs. I watched football. I'm obviously watching my Chiefs dominate people. So yeah, I don't really have anything there. So I think we're just whatever you guys want to talk about here. We got like 30 minutes. I have not started peeing. When I said like I was at that party, and a couple of the dads that were there were talking about it, that it was worth my time, that I needed to watch it. So so I need to get on it like everything else. I'm at minimum like 6 months behind on my TV most of the time. Every once in a while there's a show that like I stay somewhat up to date on, but most of the time I'm like 6 to 12 months behind on the shows that I should be watching. And I'm just going to ignore Lasso and that comment. It's a masterpiece. Nice. It's the Dodgers and the Yankees. It's just like, I mean, I physically cannot pick the Yankees. I can't do it, so I guess it's the Dodgers. But like, it was literally, well, no, the New York matchup I would have enjoyed the least. This is the second worst possible matchup, I think, out of the whole playoff scenario for me as a fan. But at least it's got Shohei. So from that standpoint, yeah, I'll root for the Tane and the Dodgers. Good man. There you go. So I have bought no candy. Now we're week plus from Halloween. I don't know about that. That's a step too far. That's a step too far. No candy, and I'm strongly contemplating just either not being home or not having the porch light on, and just not even messing with it this year. I did my good deed. I set up a whole party for a bunch of kids. They weren't my neighborhood, but a bunch of kids. Well, I helped. Like my sister did the vast majority of the work. So, but I helped set up a party for a bunch of kids. But yeah, I set up a maze. I should just stop talking. But I did a nice thing for kids for Halloween. How about that? But it's such a pain. I buy candy and nobody shows, and so I cut back and buy very little candy, and then I have 47 kids show, and I never know what I'm going to get, and it just drives me crazy, and I just don't want to deal with it. I've become old and grumpy. I will probably have Halloween candy, and I will probably have the light on, but it's just at the moment, it's just like, I'm being crotchety and old. That's amazing. There you go. No, it is Wonder Woman Day. I did not actually know it was Wonder Woman Day. I had swapped out finally my background for a couple of books last week or week before. Like I finally going to start trying to rotate what's here a little more frequently. And after I read those two comics, I knew I wanted to put the Nightwing Tom Taylor signature. So I just grabbed one of, not my only, but one of my 9.8 Jenny Friz and Wonder Woman signatures to match. To have a signature comic for each of them is why I did that Lasso. So no, the Golden Age sensation is locked up, safe, literally. And yeah, at some point it'll probably go and get slabbed, but not immediately because I'm sending a bunch of moderns. Which I haven't actually shipped yet because of the hurricane and everything. I kind of waited till some of that got passed before I'm sending those out. So sending those moderns out to try a new pressure, and then but not yet. The box has been sitting here for like 2 weeks because I decided to wait till the hurricane went through, and luckily the person I have pressing was not majorly affected by the hurricane. But just with the mail and everything else, I just decided to wait. So I'm going to try to ship them this week. So yeah, I think I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning into being the crotchety old guy. Get off my lawn, Now that I've got the stash, I feel like I could definitely rock the crotchety old. I know, Shay, I think I look, probably a little younger with the stash and the goatee, just because the goatee's got gray in it, and the stash doesn't really have gray. It's got a little it's still got like a little bit. When I was a little kid, I was blonde like till I was like 5 or 6, and then just turned brown. But there's still a little bit of blonde in this, not gray, blonde. And then now there's lots of gray in this, but embrace depression. Don't embrace depression. I'm not embracing depression. I just want to be crotchety and old. So angry, get off my lawn, angry Gus. So no, the 21 Wonder Sensation 21 has not had your way last show. I have not. Not gifting that just yet. So let's put it that way. I won't say never. I don't know what we'll do someday, but with the collection, we may gift that to somebody like you. But at the moment, I'm not planning to gift my collection to anyone, and I'm planning to keep it. So there you go. What else is going on? So Carlina said you like the shirt. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the full. I got them in the spotlight cover. So let's see. Oh, I didn't know Luffy fell over. Standing back up. But yeah. I don't know. You guys are running out of stuff. You guys don't have something for me. I'm gonna wrap this up probably. We are, like I said, I do have a book coming this week that is not on my 2024 hunt list, but it was a book that's been like on the 50, on the 30, on the 25, like my other like bigger lists of goals to have. And so that should be fun. It should be here. I mean, according to the tracking, it was in Kansas City today. So that means it should be, and that's a ban for her. That's true. Then why does he always lose? Because Nightwing has help. So, but he does always lose. Just for the record, Carlito. So I don't know if that makes you greater. I have that book too somewhere. Very low grade. But yeah, so a book that's a little odd. I was not necessarily something. So here's the thing. I did not spend very much at Comics During Cancer. I missed out on some of the stuff I actually wanted, and then I didn't really have a ton to spend. I had a little bit more I probably should have spent, but just that things didn't work out. But one of the things they showed, like, sent me down a rabbit hole, and found this book. It was on my list of things that, like, long term I kind of wanted. I had never prioritized it. I found it for a price that I liked, and yeah, so it'll be here. Doesn't do prep time. He doesn't do prep time. I think Deathstroke's pretty much is a prep guy. He likes to, he's a planner. Just not, good enough. Thank you, sir. That was one of the only time that I have done. So all my other signature books that I got done, I have gotten done myself at either PlanetCon or C2E2 and sent off myself. The Tom Taylor CGC signing is the only time I've sent books to CGC and had him signed. He did that one. He did and I had him sign my All New Wolverine #1. Were the two books that I had, because they're two of my favorite runs. So I had him sign. So yeah, was super excited about that. I probably, if he's at a con, him and Redondo, I might get a few of these other Nightwing books signed. But yeah, I'm super happy to have that. I love that cover. I love that he did like the light blue signature. Thought it was a good choice for location for the signature. Yeah, super happy with that one. So I don't have a ton. I have 6 or 8 Sad signature book. How many do I have? Let's see. Let's look at my CLZ real quick. Slab comics. I only have 86 total slabs, so there you go. I did buy the Batgirl Adventures one signed by Bruce Timm. I just bought that one. My Uncanny X-Men 164, I had Claremont sign myself at Planets. There's 2. My ASM 361, I had Bagley sign at Planet. My Something is Killing the Children, Jenny Frison cover, I had her sign at C2E2. Catwoman 43, I had Sozumaki sign at C2E2. Nightwing, I sent off. Batgirl, I had cover variant, I had Bad Star sign. The only new Wolverine I sent off. My new Teen Titans was a gift. Was an A-OK. My Frozen Wonder Woman. The Darwin Cook was an A-OK. Harley Quinn. Frozen Wonder Woman. Frozen Catwoman. East of West I had signed. Yeah, so there you go. 10 or 12. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what he does on Detective. I'll be honest, I haven't loved a lot of the regular Batman stuff for a while. I'm super behind on Detective, so I maybe can't say. It's kind of like my High Republic. I'm super behind on it. It's the one series that I'm way behind on outside of the High Republic. Everything else I'm pretty close to caught up on. But I'm way behind on the Rom V Detective. It just never really spoke to me. I know some people loved it, said it got better as it went, but it just never really, I don't know. I had trouble getting into it, and I just didn't really stick with it the way I should have. So I'm looking forward to him on Detective. I'm going to miss him on Nightwing, but I'm looking forward to see what he does with Detective. I really, I'm hopeful. I'm a big Taylor fan, so. For the whole run, so there's really, 4 books that are kind of big books, which is the DC Presents 26, the New Teen Titans 1, which is not a big book, but it's a fairly valuable book. 2, the first Deathstroke is a pretty good sized book, and then 4, Tales of Teen Titans 44 is the Nightwing book. So those are your 4 biggies. The rest of them, you're looking at it should be $5 books. There might be a couple of books that are a $10 book, but for the most part, I wouldn't pay more than if you're buying a run, it'd be okay, reasonable. You should get buying the whole thing. You should get a bit of a discount on those 4 big ones, and then you shouldn't be paying more than about an average of $4 or $5 for the rest of the run. I wouldn't think. This is just me off the cuff. I'm trying to think if there's another book in there that would be worth more than just basically fairly cheap. 2 and 44. Yeah, even the Vigilante book though, that's a $15 book, maybe a $20 book if it's in really nice shape. That's not a book that I would I'd be wanting that. That would be a book if I'm buying the whole thing. I'd be you're throwing that in for just the regular issue price. That's I don't know. I wouldn't be paying extra for that one. For me, to me that's a $15 book at the most kind of thing. If you're buying, especially if you're buying it as part of a run. I say that, and I haven't looked that book up in a long time, so I don't actually know what it's going for at the moment. But I have a hard time. I know it spiked a little bit around the Peacemaker show, but last I remember that book had come back down to what it's always been, which is a $10 key, $15 key. I wouldn't be paying big money for the Vigilante book. 2 and 44, 1 and DC Comics Presents 26 are your value books. Honestly, if you pay, I would argue depending on their condition and how close you get to paying like the right value for them, that the rest of it should just be thrown in. Like if you pay close to like market value for condition on those 4 books, then you should have bought the whole thing. It would be my argument, is be like, okay, like, so. Yeah, I would think if you're getting something like that, that seems. I mean, if you sold you the whole New Mutants for $500 in pristine condition, like I would say you should be able to do a little better than that. I would think the Titans would cost you. Well, New Mutants is really what 14's Magic. I don't know. It's not technically Magic. Her first appearance is all messed up. But you got Deadpool. You got Cable. Beyond that, there's not a lot of ton of value, but there are more issues there. Yeah, something similar would be pretty good. I did order Alan. I did order. I have not read it yet. It came today in my every 2-week Midtown shipment. It actually came Saturday, but I didn't get home till today. So I did get Absolute Batman. I have not read it yet. And I did order Absolute Wonder Woman. And obviously that hasn't gotten that yet. Legion, Cable, Deadpool, yeah. I know there was another one. I couldn't remember what the other one was. So I have not read the Absolute yet to see what all the buzz is about, but I did get it. I did pre-order it. I almost screwed up today. Like, I do all my pre-orders through Midtown. The pre-order deadline for December, for October pre-orders, was today, and I had forgot to do it before I left. So I had to do it when I got home tonight. But I did get it in. So I almost missed my pre-order deadline for all my books. But yeah. Yes, I pre-ordered it. So I pre-ordered from Midtown like months ago. So I literally ordered issue 3 today, or put in my order, or issue 4. What was it? What was it this time? For my October order for December number 3, Batman 3, Wonder Woman 3. So yeah, I pre-ordered it. That's how I got it. So yeah, I see it's going for like $20, which is, I'm glad I didn't spend $20 on it, because I probably wouldn't have got it. If I hadn't pre-ordered it, I wouldn't have got it. I would not have spent that on it for sure. I would have just read it later a different way. So, and honestly, if it goes too nuts, I might just let her go. So, be interesting to see. I actually think that the writers on, I like the writers on that. I didn't order Absolute Superman, but I think they're the better writers are on Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm not a huge Scott Snyder stan. I know a lot of people love him. Outside of Court of Owls, there's not a lot of Snyder that I've loved. I guess Black Mirror, which was before the New 52, when he was writing Dick as Batman, was pretty good. It was really good. But yeah, a lot of this other stuff I haven't enjoyed that much. So we'll see. I know there's other people that just love his stuff. So we'll see what I think of Absolute Batman next week when I do this, because yeah, I will have read it by then. But I did not get it read tonight. Anything else? Oh, that was a weird looking face. Just put on video. Nice. I don't know. I'm trying to decide how much I like the stash. I feel like I'm, I do look too much like my dad, but with the stash. But I think it looks pretty good. I mean, he rocked it for years, so I thought it looked pretty good. So, yeah. I had to get it. I had a buddy in college who grew out a pretty nice stash for a while, and he made business cards for it. His mustache had business cards. he would give away. It was Mr. Bigglesworth, wasn't the mustache name. So it was good. It was hilarious. He had a good stash. It was nice. I don't know that my mustache rates business cards, but all right, gang. Well, we are at 50 minutes. Unless I see somebody chiming in with something else I should talk about, we'll do a quick recap of what I did talk about. I was gone. Mustache was for my Halloween costume. Anybody coming in late, you will see it probably Saturday. I may see if I can get some folks who want to hang out with me. Maybe we'll do a live, drink a little bit, do a Halloween thing, in replace of a regular whatever report Saturday. And I will rock the costume, which I didn't tell you what it was that caused me to go to the mustache. But I already won an award for it. So at the kids' Halloween party that my sister puts on. So but that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun up there. And then so yeah, we'll probably do that Saturday. You guys will get to see what I did. And then otherwise, I've do a quick recap of my pickup. My new book pickup is I did get and work on my Catwoman run from the 90s, getting close to finishing that out. 39, 40, 48. Those were 3 balance, which gets me pretty close to having all the balance. I think I'm missing 35, 38, 49, 50. I think those are the last of the balance I'm missing. So getting pretty close on the balance. And then some of the late issues that aren't balanced, I picked up 85, 86, 88, and 91. So getting closer on that. Not Ron Jeremy. No, that is not. That was not the thing. And then obviously I picked up Absolute Batman did come. I haven't read it yet. The only 2 comics I read from my new books that came this week from the 2 weeks of orders was Wonder Woman 14. I cannot recommend this Tom King run enough. It has been freaking fantastic. I have loved every issue that wasn't part of the Absolute Power tie-in. So 11 of the 14 issues that were actually his story that he's telling made me actually care about the Steve Trevor character, which I never have. He did the impossible there. And then the wrap-up of Tom Taylor, Bruno Redondo's Nightwing run. I'm going to miss it. It's been fabulous. And I thought the wrap-up was terrific. 41 issues of Tom Taylor on Nightwing. I would have loved to have had 400. Just, because I'm greedy. But mainly because he got Nightwing as a character better than any writer I think has. Maybe ever. Since maybe Perez and Wolfman. It's just some of the best Dick Grayson writing I can remember reading. And so I'm going to miss that. So that was hints. We had a little Wonder Woman and a little Nightwing in our background tonight. So no. That's not who my Halloween costume is. Nothing that creative, although it is most original, but it's fun. It was a good time. So, all right, with that, I'm going to get out of here. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'm probably on the road all day. I'm probably going to go read a little bit and go to bed. So we will get you guys later in the week. I should have an unboxing at some point. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe, if it comes. If it comes tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But I got a pretty good book coming soon. So hopefully we'll get that done. So, everyone have a good night, as Bobby says. With that, we are going to get out of here. Later.